This is ABC 10, your hometown station.
Coming up tonight on ABC 10 News, a Newberry man faces multiple charges after a domestic violence incident. Also, the Keweenaw Bay Indian community makes access to COVID-19 testing easier. And a way to help students find a future in the Upper Peninsula. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Happy Festivus, and thank you for joining us on ABC 10 News, your hometown station. I'm Ronnie Doss, and these are the top stories you need to know about. A Newberry man was arrested for domestic violence and possession of meth, as well as being investigated for arson. Michigan State Police Sault Ste. Marie Post responded to a domestic violence incident earlier this week in the village of Newberry. Christopher Morrison fled the scene, according to a press release from the Michigan State Police. He was located with what is suspected to be methamphetamines in his possession. The 49-year-old is also a suspect in a previous investigation involving illegally burning the domestic violence victim's personal property. Morrison was arrested for domestic violence and possession of methamphetamine. He was additionally charged with the previous arson of personal property. He was released with a tether and a personal recognizance bond after his arraignment. A pop-up COVID-19 testing site will be available in Baraga next Tuesday, according to the Keweenaw Bay Indian community. Testing is free and available to anyone, meaning you do not need to pre-register, have insurance, need a prescription, or doctor's orders. Simply go to the Baraga Village office on Hemlock Street on Tuesday, December 29th, between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. to get tested. State officials confirmed more than 469,000 coronavirus cases today. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services also says more than 11,000 people have died from COVID-19. There's an increase of more than 3,400 cases and 70 deaths since yesterday. Focusing on the Upper Peninsula, where no new cases and 4 deaths were reported since yesterday. Chippewa County had a correction in number of cases from yesterday when they reported 570 total cases in the county to today, where the website says 515. This brings the UP total to more than 13,000 cases and 316 deaths. The largest uptick in cases was in Marquette and Delta County, which both saw a 12-case increase, followed by Menominee with 11. Michigan Department of Health and Human Services announced today that they will not be publishing data updates on December 24th or 5th. That data will post on Saturday, December 26th and Monday, December 28th. Pfizer announcing they've struck a deal with the Trump administration to provide tens of millions of additional doses of their vaccine to the U.S. ABC's Avery Harper shares why health experts are worried that holiday gatherings could cause a spike in cases before enough of the vaccine is available. Avery?
Pfizer making a new deal with the Trump administration to supply an additional 100 million doses of their vaccine to the federal government. The pharmaceutical company pledging to have 200 million doses delivered by July 2021. That's enough to vaccinate 100 million people. But with months until that's complete, many more could die before receiving the vaccine. Those who have lost loved ones to the virus asking other Americans to think twice before gathering this holiday season.
I could have went one Christmas without seeing my parents. Now we get to spend the rest of our lives without ours.
COVID-19 deaths are continuing to rise rapidly across the country, with the 2 deadliest days of the pandemic occurring just this past week. The TSA says more than 4 million flyers have been screened at airports since Friday, a new high since the pandemic began. And that's despite the CDC warning people not to travel for Christmas. And those healthcare workers on the front line pleading for people to follow the coronavirus task force guidelines to keep hospitals from being overwhelmed with patients.
If people continue to gather for the upcoming holidays, we are going to cripple our hospital system.
The travel rush occurring as concern grows about a COVID-19 variant in the UK spreading to the U.S. New York's governor sounding the alarm.
That HHS and the CDC have not acted on this is really reprehensible.
The UK COVID-19 mutation is believed to be more contagious than other strains, but not more lethal. Health experts say the travel we're seeing this holiday season could send deaths climbing to record levels. The CDC predicts as many as 391,000 total COVID-related deaths by the second week of January. Avery Harper, ABC News, New York.
Thanks, Avery. Older adults can celebrate the holidays through a partnership between the state and a technology company. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Aging and Adult Services Agency partnered with Get Set Up to offer a series of holiday-themed social hours this holiday season. The special classes allow older adults to avoid isolation. You can connect with friends and family tomorrow at noon to celebrate Christmas traditions at 11 a.m. on Christmas Day, play seasonal games this Saturday at 2 p.m., enjoy a holiday recipe swap, dancing, and all sorts of other ways to stay active. Register today at getsetup.io/Michigan or call 1-888-559-1614. Local educators and community leaders are looking to help students find a future in the Upper Peninsula. The Tomorrow's Talent Series is a new initiative that provides middle and high school students the access to learn about different career paths. This free series aims to bridge the gap for in-person job shadowing since the pandemic. The program provides monthly career pathway materials for students, parents, or teachers. The idea is to help students make empowered career decisions, according to a press release from Michigan Tech. If you want to start exploring the Tomorrow's Talent Series, go to bit.ly/Tomorrow's Talent Series. There's a lot more ahead tonight on ABC 10 News. Ellie Morrison is up next with your hometown weather forecast. And later in the show, get your game face on. We have a fun idea we're excited to share with you. ABC 10 News is back after the break.
I triple dog dare you. I'm his aunt, and he just did me dirty.
Do you feel like apologizing to her?
No.
Hot Bench.
Tomorrow at 3 p.m., 2 Central.
From Gridiron Break to TV Titan.
He's my best friend, Michael Strahan.
What's up there, Doc?
Then bullied for being different.
We had nothing to lose.
The Doctors.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m., 8 Central.
We saw some rain earlier this afternoon, a band of snow that lifted through western parts of the UP, cycling around the center of our storm system, which is over northern Wisconsin. We'll find snow pivoting back into our area later on tonight, then lake effect snow tomorrow. There are winter weather advisories for the areas highlighted in gray. That includes Baraga, Houghton, Keweenaw, and Ontonagon counties. In these areas, 1/2 foot to 1 foot of snow possible through tomorrow evening. And in the pink, that's a winter storm warning over Gogebic County, where we're expecting the highest snowfall amounts. For that bullseye in red, that includes western Gogebic County, 10 to 18 inches of snow. 6 to 12 inches of snow for the areas in yellow. That's most of the western UP from Ontonagon County up through the Keweenaw Peninsula. For the areas shaded in blue, 2 to 8 inches of snow. That includes a good chunk of Marquette County, but less snow in the far southern sections of Marquette County. Also 2 to 8 inches of snow across Alger County, even into northern Schoolcraft County. We could be seeing some higher amounts of snow in the high terrain near the Baraga and Marquette County border. We also have lakeshore flooding concerns. Beginning with the Lake Michigan shoreline, that's through tonight. There is a lakeshore flood warning over Schoolcraft County, the pale green colors indicating lakeshore flood advisory. So just a little bit weaker or less substantial flooding expected in those counties highlighted in pale green. These lakeshore flood advisories continue up until tomorrow morning in the western UP. These lakeshore flood advisories over Marquette and Alger counties kick in overnight during the pre-dawn hours and continue through the middle of the day tomorrow. Temperatures, we can really see that blast of cold air that's beginning to head into our area. Currently a wide range of temperatures with middle 40s near the Lake Michigan shoreline. It's 46 in Manistee. Marquette caught in the middle at 37 degrees. It's 22 degrees in Houghton. That's a sign of the colder air that is on the way in throughout the rest of the UP. We'll find this cold air progressing from west to east across the area tonight into tomorrow morning. Winds have become gusty in Escanaba out of the south-southwest at 24 miles per hour, 16 miles per hour in Houghton. Notice the winds in Houghton. They're coming out of the north quite strong at 28 miles per hour. So our center of the storm system progressing through northern Wisconsin will be lifting through eastern sections of the UP. And you can see here the snow and the colder air that is filtering in on the backside of the storm system. You can even kind of get a sense of the winds by how the rain and snow is moving. The rain out ahead of the storm system moving almost from south to north. The snow here kind of pivoting from north to south. So that's an indication of that colder air with those northerly winds that's going to be moving in. For tonight, lows near 10 degrees. That's by the time we get to daybreak early tomorrow. About 11 degrees in Baraga. Not quite as cold by the Lake Michigan shoreline. For tomorrow, lake effect snow kicking in. For most of us, highs only in the teens. We'll find slightly milder temperatures out over the eastern UP. It'll take a little longer for the very cold air to kind of get entrenched over eastern areas. So for lakeshore areas of Marquette County, highs near 16 degrees tomorrow, 20 on Friday. Chances of lake effect snow showers Saturday, looking drier, also a little bit warmer with highs in the upper 20s. In interior parts of Marquette County, 13 degrees for the high temperature tomorrow, feeling very cold. Highs in the upper teens on Christmas Day with a chance of some lake effect snow. Then for Saturday, drying out, mostly cloudy skies. In Houghton, we'll have some lake effect snow Thursday and Friday. Near 12 degrees for tomorrow, 19 degrees on Christmas Day. So the cold temperatures remaining through the end of the week. Saturday, middle 20s and mostly cloudy. In Iron Mountain, 15 degrees tomorrow. So some very cold temperatures moving in. There's a chance that we could see a few flurries, mainly cloudy on Friday, highs near 20 degrees, a little bit milder for Saturday with highs in the upper 20s. About 20 degrees in Escanaba tomorrow, 23 on Friday with some chances of flurries. Saturday, we should see some breaks of sunshine, especially over southern parts of the UP with highs in the upper 20s. Then we will have a chance of some snow showers moving in late Sunday into Sunday night. For areas downwind of Lake Superior, there will be a chance of some snow showers on Monday, also becoming cooler, highs ranging from the middle teens to lower 20s for next Monday.
There's still more ahead tonight on ABC 10 News. Up next is sports with game pick guru Connor Sturgill.
That's right, Ronnie. And coming up, I take on my toughest set of game picks yet. That story and more is next in sports. But first, let's take a look at tonight's winning lottery numbers. Back with more in a moment here on ABC 10 News at 11.
It's bigger than you expected.
Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. I hope you all are excited for some deserved time off from your busy days to relax by the fire with some eggnog. Now, we have some updates for you with high school winter sports. It's a lot of information, so we're going to highlight some of the big things with this update. The Representative Council of the Michigan High School Athletic Association approved an adjusted regular season calendar for indoor winter sports. Indoor practices may begin January 16th with games starting January 2nd for basketball, bowling, ice hockey, and swimming and diving, and January 25th for competitive cheer, gymnastics, and wrestling. The council also approved changes to winter sports tournaments to allow regular seasons to be extended due to the late start. And basketball's girls district will be played March 8th, 10th, and 12th, while boys will be 9th, 11th, and 13th. Regionals will be March 16th and 18th for girls and March 17th and 19th for the boys, with quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals for girls scheduled for March 22nd, 24th, and 26th, and the boys will play March 23rd, 25th, and 27th. Ice hockey regionals will be played the 15th through the 20th of March, and finals will be March 25th through the 27th. For a complete list of start dates, be sure to go to our website, abc10up.com. It's a Christmas miracle, everyone. Early game picks. Now, it's getting to be the last couple weeks of the season, and it's going to be my most challenging week yet. But as we can see by my record, I know exactly what I am doing, as I went perfect again last week. But no perfect game scores this time, but I am due for another one, so let's get right into these picks. And let's start out with the Christmas Day game as the Minnesota Vikings are on the verge of elimination, head down south to take on the New Orleans Saints. Now, the Vikings have had the Saints number the past couple of years, but both teams are coming off losses. The Saints having lost 2 in a row, including the shocker last week against Philly, and the Vikings needing another Minneapolis miracle to keep their playoff chances alive. But here's a crazy stat. The Vikings rank higher in offense than the Saints, which definitely goes along with 2020. I have said it every week, and I will keep saying it. The Vikings need to ride Dalvin Cook if they want any chance of winning. And when they do pass, they need to get it out quick because the Saints have Pro Bowler Cam Jordan and Trey Hendrickson, who is second in the league with 12.5 sacks. This is a strength-on-strength matchup, but I think the X factor, again, is special teams. So Who Dat Nation, you come away with the win, 31-24. And the Vikings' playoff hopes are dashed. And now we're going to head into Saturday with the matchup as the Detroit Lions host Brady and the Bucs. The Lions are pretty banged up, and the Bucs are coming off a crazy comeback win against the Atlanta Falcons again. But what is even crazier is that if you look at the stats, the Bucs and the Lions average about the same amount of passing and rushing yards per game. So I think the Bucs are going to get a little bit of a shock when they play, but what matters is who's playing for quarterback for the Lions. Matthew Stafford is dealing with rib and hand injuries, and the Lions have already been eliminated from the playoffs. But Stafford is one of the toughest quarterbacks in the league. He'll keep it a game late, but Brady in playoff mode is too much for an injured team like the Lions. So the Bucs win 34-21 and clinch a playoff berth for the first time in 13 years. And now we're going to head into Sunday with the Bears heading down to Duval County to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, in doing my research, the Jags have played every NFC North team this season, and they have been competitive in each one of those games despite going 0-3 so far. The Bears now are playing for a wild card spot, but they do need some help. But a win will make it just a little bit easier for the Monsters of the Midway to play in January. This is probably going to be the second most exciting game of the bunch, in my expert opinion, because the Jags will come out firing with nothing to lose, and the Bears will be stunned in a dogfight, but their defense will bail them out, like always, late in the game, and the Bears keep their slim playoff hopes alive and come away with the win 27-24. And finally, it is the big Sunday night game between the Green Bay Packers and the Tennessee Titans. Both teams are averaging over 30 points a game this season, but the Packers have been in some tight games as of late and have had to be bailed out by the defense. The Titans, meanwhile, are feeding Derrick Henry and feeding him a lot. He is just over 300 yards shy of a 2,000 rushing yard season, so the Packers are going to get a good dose of him early and often. The Titans defense, though, is nothing to be feared, and they will not have to make so many stops with the clock-killing, pounded style of the offense. This game will come down to some late-game heroics by Aaron Rodgers with a field goal lead, and the Titans lose after a heartbreaking miss by Steven Gostkowski, and the Packers win 37-34. I know we talk about game picks a lot, but I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and if you're traveling long distance like myself, to stay safe, but also enjoy the time with your family.
Absolutely. And if you guys have any hot takes, given the analysis that Connor just gave you, be sure to comment on our Facebook page or Sturgill Sports on Twitter. Coming up next, a little friendly competition from your friends at ABC 10 News. We'll be right back. Around these parts. As Connor's from Kentucky, not from California, we thought we could end tonight's show with a friendly competition where we guess words and phrases from each other's home states. And so now don't feel like you're going to be excluded from this game, because if you're watching from home, because our judges are Bobby and Tanner, who threw in some words and phrases that are a bit more familiar in the Upper Peninsula. Connor and I both picked 3 words or phrases that the other person has to either pronounce correctly or correctly decide what they mean. Bobby and Tanner picked 5 words or phrases for each of us to do the same. The judges will make the ultimate decision on if we get or do not get the points for our answers. So I'll put up the first word, then Connor, then our judges, and we will continue until it is just the judges' words and find out what's going on after that, find out who wins. Of course, we may have to make some changes on the way, but ultimately the judges' decisions are going to be final. So let's give it a try. Connor, this word's for you.
Oh my, that is quite a word. I feel like it's a place. just looking at Sierra, I think of like Sierra Nevada. I'm gonna guess it's kind of like a hot spring, kind of sauna kind of place, maybe some sort of stretch of hot, barren area.
We're gonna go with the pronunciation on this one. So the pronunciation on that last word.
Junipero Sierra, Sarah.
That was pretty close, actually. That was pretty close. It's Junipero Serra, and so that was the father. Junipero Serra is known as the father of California's Spanish missions. He personally founded 9 of California's 21 Spanish missions, including one of my favorites, San Juan Capistrano.
Cool.
All right.
All right, it's my turn.
What? Oh no, let's. I think these are all mine. Do we have one of Connor's now, or are we gonna do? Because we're still figuring this out. We're figuring this all out right now. So are we gonna have Connor do all the words first?
What are the Santa?
Right. What are the Santa Anas?
Is it like a mountain range? Hills, like rolling hills or something that's specific to there?
Is that your final answer?
I'll lock that in.
All right. All right. So Santa Ana is a city in Southern California, and the Santa Ana winds, instead of our cooling ocean winds, they come down from the Great Basin. They're more of a desert area, so they're harsh, hot, and dry winds. So these winds tend to gain speeds when they try to squeeze over the mountain passes. So anybody's like, it's a dry spell. It's the Santa Anas. So you go with those.
Okay. I keep thinking of places. I gotta be more specific, I guess. All right. Let's see another one. What is Kotigzan? Oh gosh, this sounds like another sort of cultural thing. I'm gonna guess that it is some kind of Spanish or Mexican food.
That's actually really close. If the judges are watching, I would give him a point for this, because.
But 0.5, like my perfect game.
Cody Hans was our late night college. I went to UC San Diego, and Cody Hans was our late night college go-to Mexican food place. And if you ever go, Connor, I would recommend the carne asada fries or the carne asada quesadilla.
Ooh, that sounds very good. Maybe after Christmas, after I get rid of all the Christmas dinner.
All right, sounds good. So Tanner, what do we got so far for? You're gonna hear him right now.
Right now, we're sitting with Connor. I'm gonna give you a half a point for at least getting the Spanish part right. So we're staying with 0.5 and 0.
0.5 and 0.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. Let's see it.
All right. So this is my word, some country-fied. We got hefty lefty. Ronnie, what do you think it is?
Now, you know, Connor, this is a family show, right? So,
okay.
No, I was just kidding.
I'm kidding. Calm down.
Hefty lefty. Is that taking like a left turn too fast in a car?
No, it's actually the nickname for UK quarterback, University of Kentucky quarterback, Jared Lorenzen, who holds all the passing records there. We call him that because he was a left-handed thrower, and when he played for us, he weighed over 300 pounds while he played for us. So that was his nickname, Hefty Lefty. Could have gone with J-Lo, but I feel like that was going to be too hard. All right, and next we got, this is a real country term right here, cattywampus.
Cattywampus. Okay, cattywampus. I would say, all right, this is like if something is not running right. Like, so if I was on a bike and it was kind of like the wheel was kind of off or something like that, or I'm in a car and it's making a sound, like a random sound that it's not supposed to, like a lot of our cars in the parking lot. Is that what it is? It's something that's cattywampus? Is it kind of like messed up?
Yeah, it really means, as you can see, destructive, messy. If you say like, I was trying to set up the Christmas decorations, but it's all cattywampus now. So kind of askew or messed up, but I would honestly count that. Maybe Ronnie gets half a point for that one too.
All right.
And then the best one yet.
Kentucky waterfall. Kentucky, whenever I think of Kentucky, I either think of the horse races or I think of bourbon. So I'm thinking a Kentucky waterfall is a swig of, or a shot of bourbon?
You're very, well, actually, you're very close with what other people guess, but it is the popular hairstyle, the mullet. Is what we call it, because it goes back and out. A lot of people do guess the bourbon pour, but it is just a mullet, I'm sorry.
Kentucky waterfall, a mullet, all right, all right. Okay, now this one's gonna be hard. Oh, Tanner, what's our score?
Let's do it. The Toledo War.
The Toledo War. So Toledo's in Ohio. Did people in Michigan fight Ohio for Toledo?
I'm gonna be a sports guy. The Toledo Rockets, our football team. I'm thinking it has something to do with fireworks, like a fireworks contest.
Michigan and Ohio. Oh, all right.
That was, okay, give that one to Ronnie, I guess. All right. Dang. Sports got the best of me.
So we got the Upper Peninsula for Toledo.
All right.
Wow.
One more, I got to at least try to top.
Good wheeling and dealing.
If we have
All right.
time.
That's it? All right.
Good stuff.
All right, so
Congrats, Ronnie.
this round, I'm just up by 1 point, but we'll try that again soon. So, all right. Thanks, Connor. Great
Congrats,
competition.
Ronnie. Good job.
Thanks, Tanner, Bobby, and Carly as well. For the latest news, weather, and sports, check out our website, abc10up.com. Thank you for joining us tonight on ABC 10 News. Keep it here for Jimmy Kimmel Live with special guests Emily Blunt, Kyle Chandler, and the unforgettable Matt Damon, along with musical guest Sturgill Simpson. I'm Ronnie Doss, and we are off for the next few days, so just a friendly reminder to have fun, be safe, and enjoy a very Merry Christmas.